On PhilHealth and the Syntax and PCSO and PAGCOR collection, we recognize the full allocation of Syntax revenues to PhilHealth in the 2026 General Appropriations Act. I thank the now Senate President for supporting our push for this to happen. First time in many, many, many years. Despite this development, however, PhilHealth has still been deprived of over, listen to this, dear colleagues, over 292 billion in earmarked and unreleased funds. Pera po ng PhilHealth yan. 113.44 billion pesos is the unallocated Syntax collection from 2023 to 2025. May slide po tayo. Tingnan po natin. In 2023, the Syntax earmark for PhilHealth was 83.90 billion. Ang nasa NEP is 79 billion. Ang nasa GAA is 79 billion. So kulang ng 4.90 billion. Parang maliit lang naman. In 2024, 79.01 billion pesos ang earmark. Ang nasa NEP ay 80.28 billion pesos. Ang nilagay sa GAA is 40.28. Kulang ng 38.73 billion pesos. And in 2025, 69.81 billion pesos ang Syntax earmark. Ang nasa NEP po ay 53.13 billion. Ang nasa GAA, 0. And so, ang unallocated Syntax in the final, ang kulang po is 69.81 billion for a total of 113.44 billion. Nasaan na po yan? Pera po yan para PhilHealth, para sa pagpapagamot sa ating taong bayan. Now, this is only the unallocated Syntax collection. Meron pa ho yan sa PCSO and PAGCOR. Ang sa PCSO and PAGCOR naman, ang PhilHealth share ay dapat 119.80 billion. Ang na-reflect sa GAA is 42.34 billion pesos. Ang kulang is 77.46. Na-release po ba yung 42? Kulang na nga ng halos kalahati. Hindi pa na-release. Zero ang na-release. Zero. Finally, yung sa unreleased appropriation, 2023 and 2024. Alam ko po ito, hindi po ako expert naman, hindi po ako nagme-memorize ng numbers, pero familiar po tayo dahil tayo po ang nag-defend ng budget ng health for these years. Ang unreleased appropriation, meaning na-appropriate na, nandyan naman nakalagay, 101.43 billion, never na-release. And that is why the total amount due is 292 billion pesos, almost 1/3 of a trillion. So nagtataka tayo, pinagmamalaki, 3 million ang nakinabang sa zero balance billing. Baka naman kung na-release to, baka naman 10 million ang nakinabang sa zero balance billing, hindi ho ba? Kailangan kompleto po ang figures natin kasi baka naman hindi nire-report sa presidente ang katotohanan. Hindi ho fair yun. So if PhilHealth received the funds they're legally mandated to collect, they could have reduced out-of-pocket expenses of Filipino patients. Yung nilalabas sa bulsa ng Pilipino, nabawasan sana. Pwede rin ma-expand ang benefit packages dahil maraming package hindi covered. Malalaman mo na lang, ay hindi pala covered yung sakit ko. Ay yung ganito palang klase. Sorry, hindi kasama. At yun din pong premium subsidies for indirect contributors na laging kunukulang katulad ng mga indigent and senior citizens makokompleto. So, out-of-pocket spending and zero balance billing. Access to healthcare must also include protection from financial hardship. In 2024, sabi, 42.7% of Filipino household pay 42.7% of the country's current health expenditure. So meaning, labas ng pocket nila yung 42.7% ng gastos. Ano ba yung standard? Well, WHO says to achieve universal health care, a country's citizen should only be paying around 15 to 25%. So ang goal is 15 to 25. Di naman zero. Siguro kung upper income na tayo, baka zero na. Pero ang goal lang naman is hanggang 50 to 25, 42 po tayo. So sobra-sobra pa ang ina-out of pocket ng kababayan natin. Siyempre, kung mahirap ka, wala ka talagang pangbayad. So, I'll take time to share this story. I've shared it before, but it is worth sharing again. there's this place that I frequent when I need to be inspired. It's called the Tuloy Foundation, where Father Rocky and his team take care of either orphan children or children who are in need of a safe home. Many of their children come from Mindanao, where their families, their villages are in conflict with the law. Anyway, and they also support street children. So there was two boys who were there, and the older boy, two brothers. The older brother was maybe 11 or 12, and his younger brother is probably 6. Duling yung kanyang kapatid. So, pinakilala sa akin ni Father Rocky, and then sabi ni Father Rocky, oh, ayan, sabi ni Senator Pia, sasamahan ka daw niya para magpatingin, para yung mata mo magamot na. Tapos sabi nung kuya, hindi sumasagot. I would have thought na, yay, di ba? Parang, uy, parang maayos na yung paningin ng kapatid ko. Hindi sumasagot si kuya. So, I was like, oh, ayaw mo ba? Hindi naman masakit. Tsaka okay yan. May bayad ho ba? Kasi wala akong pera eh. Imagine an 11-year-old. Immature in many ways, but mature enough to know wala silang pambayad. So, that is the state of the nation for many children, for many families. The president reported that the expansion of zero balance billing, which he said already benefited nearly 3 million patients, he mentioned that in his statement. That was already mentioned last year. And it took a week or even longer for the then Secretary of Health to explain that this only applied to DOH hospitals, DOH hospital wards. So meanwhile, the LGUs all over the country nataranta kasi syempre, yung mga constituents nila pupunta sa LGU hospital, nag-e-expect ng zero balance. Hindi naman available ang zero balance doon kasi kaka-launch lang ng program. So yun nga, it took a few weeks, finally, na-clarify na DOH hospital wards lang. Inulit po ngayon. Naintindihan ko po yun, dumadaan po tayo sa, ano ba tawag doon? Pag tinetesting pa natin yung program, piloting pa lang, naintindihan ko po yun. Pero ito yung reality natin. Out of more than 1,200 government and private hospitals nationwide, zero balance billing is available in only 87 DOH-run facilities and 4 GOCC specialty hospitals and 6 LG hospitals that are now being piloted. So wala pang 100. So 1,100 other hospitals do not have zero balance billing. Again, hindi naman kailangan agad-agad, but i-announce natin to eh. Iklaro natin kung ano yung state of the nation natin. More than 1,100 hospitals do not have zero balance billing.